boxes. Let us see if they can play out the game to the necessary standard to win one out up against NAVI Junior. It is going to be NAVI Junior's first game in the qualifier so far, as they did begin in the lower bracket. And what is interesting to me, Lizard, is that up until we started Eastern Europe, in NA, only one team in the lower bracket who started lower bracket was able to win any games, and American Goons were able to go all the way top 6. Already here in Eastern Europe, it's happened in our first series where Storm began proceedings in the lower bracket and they're already winning. So in Eastern Europe, I guess if you don't play the first day, it's a buff for you.
Sometimes, yeah, we're different than NA, definitely, in many ways. And that's one of those. By the way, did you see the cute hat on Venge?
I did. It was very nice.
Yeah. Anyone else?
One of those party hats, yeah.
Yeah. How do you get that?
I actually don't know. What is this item called?
I'm trying to figure out.
Didn't they still haven't fixed that thing where they removed the inspect button?
Yeah, I can't inspect anything.
Oh no.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. We gotta go play the pubs if you want this cosmetic. Someone on chat will let us know.
Yeah, let's look at these lanes. What do you think? What's gonna happen? No one even... They didn't even trade a single hit until the laning stage. Venge and Marcy on bot lane. That's a strong combo. Like minus armor, minus damage, a lot of damage coming from Marcy. 2 stuns that they have to work with. Mid lane should be even, right? Maybe Ember with a slight advantage here.
Yeah, mid should be slightly Ember favored, but should be whatever. Especially the first few waves become so easy for him. Down bottom, if it was any other hero but Clockwork S5, this would be such an easy lane for them, but once Clockwork hits level 2, it can just be that breakup and make sure the combos don't land properly. So, might not be able to get all they want out of this bottom lane, sadly. Tops, you know, they could kill AA. If AA is out of position, AA could die here. Like, there's a lot of damage, there's some slows as well between the Skywrath and the Beastmaster, so I think AA is the one that we have to watch out for being in jeopardy the most.
Yes, and for him it's very important that he doesn't feed way too much. You want to get that level 6 as soon as possible because they will be hunting you down. So getting those levels before Beast is taking your towers would be pretty good for him. So just staying even in the lane. I believe Troll AA is a strong lane, you know. Yes, Sky is dangerous, but if he's out of position he can easily die too.
All about that positioning. Down bottom, this was not expected. The kill ends up happening onto the gyrocopter. Looks like the creeps grabbed the kill, so no first blood bounty. But nonetheless, gyrocopter dying first. I did not see that happening down bottom.
Yeah, a lot of damage, like we talked about a little bit earlier between these two. Like this pose and rebound, and then you get on top of that the magic missile with the stun. It's kind of hard to stay alive if you just make one single mistake. It's a kill lane, like Venge and Marcy, that's a lane that's meant to be killing heroes, not farming.
You also did the right thing by making that move happen before the Clockwork level 2, so get yourself the bonus damage.
Oh, top lane Troll.
Top Troll Warlord tanking some damage here, but he should be fine. Down bottom, Clockwork might be in some jeopardy yet again. Daze trying to run him down, but the battery assault will dissuade them from going further. But they're not going to stop trying. As long as they have their spells up, they're going to try and make something happen with these heroes.
Yeah, just a very interesting laning stage overall. I feel that...
We ended up being completely wrong, bro. It's the Venge that ended up going off lane. And the Marcy,
Marcy's the 4?
In this game, yeah. And her getting a dispose onto till the end. Till the end, inside power cogs right now. A couple more right clicks and PMA is able to get the kill. Does 7jesu have enough damage to find revenge though? PMA falling very, very low. Drops a magic missile at the very last second. Wave of Terror thrown back onto 7jesu. Daze doesn't have enough mana to keep this chase going, but does have enough to at least make Gyrocopter reconsider coming back to the lane.
I just love that he didn't run, that he still remained there with almost no HP. He knows he cannot be hurt as long as he has Wave of Terror. He's really tanky too with Bracer and a Raid Band. And yeah, like when you look at the CS, he is the one farming, so gonna get those I'm not sure what he's gonna buy. Let's see. Usually some core vengeful spirits do tend to get an earlier Aghanims. Like maybe some drum zags or just instantly going for Ags is good. I think that's the standard build. Like you can build utility, but it's not that impactful as an Ags.
Yep. He might get some bonus gold towards the Ags as they go for some more aggression bottom. They're looking towards till the end, who's gonna just salve up. Okay, he's heading north. A bit too speedy for them to catch up with. But that does mean Gyrocopter is a bit more isolated in the lane, so they'll take it for now. So far, NAVI Junior off to a fairly decent start. The only lane of theirs that's not going amazingly is like middle, which is sort of just even between this Ember and the Mirage Void Spirit. But even in the early game with an Ember, when you're getting equivalent levels and you can rotate to other kill lanes, you know, you're still happy with how things are going.
I think on both sides you should be fine with mid. It's like you said, even two spirits just duking it out. The one perhaps thing is I expect Beastmaster to have a bit more impact earlier on, especially because he is farming quite freely as well. He's not going to have to recover or anything like that. Also, as he's kind of free to do whatever on top, Skyrat can rotate, so he does exactly that on mid.
What is it that you said the other day, where you were like, Beastmaster either loses his lane and becomes the most farmed anyway, or he wins his lane and stays the most farmed? So far, things looking good for the Beastmaster. Mid lane, they're trying to make a jump onto Toshi here, but he's a little bit too tanky here.
Bot lane.
Went into the Flame God. He's got Wand, he's fine. Down bottom though, we have Seven Jesu taking a lot of damage. They were trying to bring down Daze, unable to make it happen. And with the rotation from this Ancient Apparition, looks like the Gyrocopter is the one that's threatened. Right afterwards, PMA drops a magic missile on top of Clockwork, and they're able to get that kill. They do end up losing their Ember Spirit in the mid lane, but to get Gyro and a Clockwork, you'll take it right now.
Yeah, just very unfortunate for the two of them that such a nice rotation happened from Ridis. He just goes in, gives them that extra amount of damage to take down both Gyro and Clock. This bottom lane, Gyro is farming, but it's nowhere near as well as Troll, and he's not having the best time. Ridis though, I think he's dead here. This is the classic AA experience versus Clock.
Yep. Nothing you can do, and they're gonna... Oh, it's a little bit of a mistake. They wanted to give Seven Jesu the kill, so he recovers a bit more in the game, but...
It's him though, he clicked on the twin gate.
Yeah.
He misclicked, it happens. One good thing at least is you have a Gyro, he's gonna recover. It's one of those heroes that does that very well, so even if your lane isn't amazing, just make a couple of stacks for this big boy and he's gonna get back.
What do you think? Another big boy that's farming quite a lot right now. Got the juice on his troll. Getting a very good start to the game. Should we be looking towards Void Spirit heading to this top lane to try and slow down this troll a little bit?
Yeah, it all depends on when he rotates, because Void Spirit is already level 7 and he's not interested in rotating. Once Troll hits his level 6, he doesn't have to, but he most likely will have a point for a battle trance, and then a kill is much harder.
They're actually preemptively vacating that lane, got the juice. Heading either towards middle or jungle. Maybe they were trying to find 9 class, but they cannot come across the middle.
Yeah, they had this one dire ward, but they didn't really see where Skyrat was. So, maybe they just wanted to go for a stroll through the park, you know?
I mean, walking is very good for you. Get some exercise. It's important.
It is. Get those steps in.
Mid lane, we see them playing around a potential rune here. Sadly, Clockwork steals away the haste on bottom. Can't really chase onto Daze because they know that Ridis and Toshi are on the high ground. So, with no haste rune for any of these spirits, I think we're still going to be waiting for their first rotations.
Yeah, just way too many heroes around. Clockwork. He can, if he rotates and finds one.
Hey, my goodness. That's a lot of damage that came out in a hurry, but Mirage did not end up dissimulating onto the low ground. Well, Astro step forward, looking for Daze, but might have gone too far forward right now, as Toshi trying to remnant in both directions, has slides in a second, and the slide should provide enough damage to get the kill. And he's not done just yet. Looking at Mind Cloud.
He has slide, he has slide.
Chains, but he has slide once more, and the slide will get him the double kill. 4-point slide, baby. Get all that bonus damage, and while that's happening, bottom, we end up losing PMA as well. 7Jets were able to get that kill, but might have given up his own life in the process. As they rotate, got the juice. Ridis is here as well, and the Troll makes this a 4-for-1 affair all across the map. Team Sexy being pushed back.
Yeah, this game from Navi so far is looking pretty damn solid, besides the Beast. The Beast is just free farming. Everything else on the map looks good. Like mid lane, Ember, he's finding his farm. Bottom lane, Vengeful Spirit has 20 denies, by the way. It's not even only about the last hits. She's on top of the net worth charts as Vengeful. That's not something that you see very often. Already has that Ogre Axe. I guess that's, we'll see, probably for the Aghanims. But what the most important thing for Navi is that all of the NAVI Junior, is that their supports. AA is 6, Marcy isn't, but A is more important, I would even say at the moment.
I fully agree with that. While AA is busy collecting experience and surviving on the map, Marcy does get picked off. Nice for Mirage there. And speaking of Mirage, what do you make of this build that we're seeing? Straight into the Spirit Vessel, so not stopping over for a Kaya, just immediate Spirit Vessel on a Void Spirit. Have you seen this before?
I have seen a lot of mid laners, any heroes really, rush Spirit Vessel since the changes. I think it's just very good on any single hero. The build-up with the crown is, especially when it was 2 crowns. Right now it's not as good, but it's still pretty damn solid for these universal ones.
Well, might not get Mirage out of this situation though. Forced to dissimulate, try jump away with the Astral Remnant. Does have the Astral Step available. Still one more, so they don't have the damage to kill him. It's fine.
Top lane, they were thinking about rotating the Gyro in to help out with the tower push, but it seems like he isn't truly necessary. Sky.
Let them know it's chilled. Mid lane, Sky. Eats one big slide with a double damage wound, almost dies for it, but able to juke away from all this follow-up, but eventually still ends up dead to Toshi. And now with Searing Chains out onto Mirage, he needs to get the hell away from here, but they're gonna chase him to hell and back. Beautiful pushback though. It burns the mana, but it's not enough to save his life as Mirage gets hit from downtown. The 3-pointer from Ridis ensures they find the kill on the Void Spirit.
Yeah, Navi just making all the right moves. And Skyrat, my friend, you have 1 armor. TPing into an Ember with DD and Orb of Corrosion. Oof. He literally died from 2 hits. 2 Sleight of Fists and he's dead. Like that was... That's usually not what you want to see. He does collect his level 6 at least now, so there's that Mystic Flare to work with. And he has a smoke, so what I would expect from them is get this Nefrit together with the Sky. Smoke up, use that roar, kill a target, or maybe wait for his Clockwork level 6, one or the other.
Sadly, they're gonna slowly start losing map control. Tier 1 tower, not long for this world. Toshi just wants to hit it a couple of more times while he can. It's so close to dead. He has the Orb of Corrosion, so he might be able to solo it, and indeed he does. We'll just take it away. And at the same time, his support smoke up behind him. You were mentioning that they can go for a raw play. They can also go for a swap magic missile play. So PMA is ready, but sadly for them, Gyrocopter not in position to be easily ganked at the moment.
Yeah, both of these teams, like, Dire kinda not accepting the status quo. They're the ones making moves. Till the end, he might be dead here.
Super dead. Super dead. But he'll take it. If I'm 5 position Clockwork, I'm dying because Gyrocopter gets to live. 4 heroes are around me. Yay, thank you.
No, that's like one of those good deaths, right? Like you break a smoke, you save your carry. It's definitely good. Is he happy about it? Probably not, because he still doesn't have level 6, but there's a huge stack around the Ancients. One of the cores is going to be taking that, so he'll have enough time to soak in the experience either there or somewhere on the map.
They do lose tier 1 bottom though. Got the juice, made a rotation over. And that's pretty much going to be him finishing off his Battle Fury. We'll have it in the next 30 seconds or so. So Team Sexy would love to get a kill before that moment happens, but they're trying to converge onto middle right now. They get the silence out onto Toshi. They miss the Aether Remnant though. The Mystic Flare will still drop down, but they actually can't get the kill. Toshi gets out. To make matters worse, till the end, also missed on the combo from the hook shot. So Ember's cool, he's fine.
Yeah, he's cool, he's fine. They did use A ulti, so they won't have that for a minute to work with, but not really a big thing. Oh, look at that gyro. I guess when you can do this as a carry that didn't really have a good lane, you're still fine, right? Like you just chill, let him farm, let him cook.
Let him cook. So Lizard, we are approaching one of the reasons why I don't like Void Spirit as a hero. We're approaching that mark of the game after you pick up your first item, whether it be Kaya, whether it be Spirit Vessel or whatever, where you have this like period of time up until like just before 20 minutes, where if you're not connecting on any moves, the hero just feels like it falls so flat going into the proper mid game.
I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe there's a little bit of bias there. You can possibly say that for any playmaking mid laner. You just fall off if you don't really connect with all of your moves, and that's true. It does happen, but they have like decided to wait the Helm of Overlord, wait for Gyro to get his first few items and then fight, and I think that's also a nice decision. They don't have to force it way too much at the moment.
Looks like the force is going to be coming from NAVI Junior instead as they smoke up with Toshi and Ridis. They're trying to hunt down Nefrit on his Beastmaster, but he's aware of this. The pings were coming out well in advance. He knew what's happening. He's back up into safety. You would love to see it. They don't catch anybody in the top side of the map.
Yeah, very unfortunate for them, because they even had a ward next to the Twin Gate, like literally where Beastmaster was, but he was running through the trees, so they couldn't see him.
Radiant are scanning.
While this is all happening, Vengeful Spirit did finish off the full Aghanim Scepter, so you were correct. As usual for these core Avengers, it's going to be the straight-up Ags Rush for her.
Yeah, I think it's a good option. Like, you get 2 lives, suddenly you are free to just swap yourself in, go for that magic missile swap play. You can die and then fight again. So, overall, I do like it. I think it's the proper build if you are going core Venge. It's kind of hard to justify, honestly, anything else. Unless you really need some utility item, like you're playing into a Huskar, you need Vessel, or into a Morphling, whatever. I still don't think it's good, but maybe justifiable.
They're thinking about making a move here from NAVI Junior. There's several heroes positioned in the top lane for Team Sexy, and most of them are working underneath an Observer Ward. We'll get dewarded now by 9 class, but they can still go for the fight. It's going to be the clockwork that reveals AA and the Venge.
Nice hook.
The power cogs, but where is the follow-up? The follow-up is being kept at bay by the Ember Spirit, so they kill off the clock. Now they're looking towards bringing down 9 class. He pops the illusion rune to get out of the Ancient Seal like a boss, and immediately, just like that, the fight is not only over, but it's opened up a path to Roshan for NAVI Junior.
Yeah, I just feel that Navi are reading the map better and playing accordingly. This move into the pit, I don't think that you can just let this happen. Lose both of your supports. The scans so far from Team Sexy wasn't really on point, and they might smoke here, but you see what I mean. It's all a bit too late. This kind of a move should have happened the moment Beastmaster connects with Helm of Overlord. Like, he had it for a minute and a half, but they waited. Let's see, maybe they can still make a good fight.
They're gonna try for it. They don't have hookshot for another 2 seconds. It's back online right now till the end. Does he want to jump? Not just yet. They missed the hookshot, but they did catch the grab onto PMA, taking away the first life. But here lays out the ice path. The ice blast only gonna connect onto Mirage though, and PMA almost losing the illusion life. It's still gonna be alive for now, whilst NAVI Junior able to eliminate till the end's clockwork. It's a 1-for-1 offlaner for support, and they still
maybe some more
engaging. Beastmaster's here with his army. Mirage has both steps available. They really are thinking about it, Liz, but I think cooler heads will prevail and they'll back off from Team Sexy.
Yeah, I think that Team Sexy is still strong enough to take these fights. They had Roar, but they split up.
They're still chasing 7 Jesu. They really wanted that kill. I guess they'll settle for getting the Ancients for now, but they really want to fight. They're going to head to the north right now. Rocket Flare scouted out Days. Ridis and PMA are hidden beneath the smoke, and 9 Class will get scouted out. They're going to leave him alone, though, because they want the bigger target. They want Nefrit. They caught him in the trees, and they should be able to find this kill. The swap back onto Troll to protect the life of Got the Juice. Got the Juice does manage to get off the battle trance. Clockwork with the hook shot, not able to get there in time. Will probably end up dead for this one. Would have loved to get the Troll Warlord's life, but instead gives up his own and makes it a double for Got the Juice.
Yeah, and they also ping out the Skyrat, who is TPing now. It's very difficult to say who's right here and who's wrong, because Skyrat was very close to Beastmaster. Beastmaster uses his roar on Troll. Maybe there's a chance to pick him off with Mystic Flare, but Skyrat just isn't close enough. He's hiding in the trees. Clockwork then goes in. Sky is still hiding. Maybe they should have just bailed and left the Beastmaster die, or maybe they should have all committed, but 2 out of 3 committing one after another, that doesn't really yeah, you're always gonna just lose that fight that way.
NAVI Junior just playing a much cleaner game of Dota right now, with a much clearer idea of what they want to accomplish upon the map, and playing cohesively. That's not going to end just yet, because they smoke up yet again. 3 heroes right behind Toshi. He gets into the smoke range as well. And this was not scouted, so whatever they find, it'll just be a free kill if they can get it. They come across Mirage. They get out the roots before the Astral Step. So that enables the very easy jump and kill. Void Spirit gone for 40 seconds. NAVI Junior just playing this map like a fiddle right now.
Yeah, and he literally just stood up on one of his legs. You know, he leaned in for the Astral Step, and then he got cancelled. Well, what can you do? He dies there. They're just playing the map, like you said, faster. They're making pickoffs. They're farming better. Troll is now 2.3k ahead of the gyrocopter. I feel like that shouldn't be happening. Your gyro should be in front at least a little bit.
Yeah. Well, NAVI Junior, they're out here against Team Sexy. So far, only 2 teams in the regional qualifiers have won as being entrants from the lower bracket. They're trying to make it 3 at the moment with how they're playing this map. And tier 2 tower in the bottom lane is getting sieged on. And I think this should go down. There's a Siege Dragon, there's a Vengeful Spirit nearby, and there's absolutely no defense from Team Sexy.
No, they're not even thinking about it. Beastmaster is on top lane still. He's more about just farming up, moving towards his BKB. I don't know, I feel like they had this moment in time in which Beastmaster hits that Overlord and he's really strong, but they didn't really utilize it. And now they're on the back foot, they're playing versus Aegis, so fighting is probably not the smartest option anyway any longer.
I mean, we never saw it a single time this game, right? The classic roar into Skyrath Mage ult.
Did we see
Not how they've been giving it over the kills.
We saw one combo of hookshot into Skyrath Mage, right? And that's it.
Yeah.
We didn't see the roar, yeah. By the way, 9 Class, he has this Russian appendix to his name. It's also 9 Class in Russian, but what is it? Is it like school? Is he in school? That's why he's NAVI Junior, like 9th class in the school, 9th year of elementary.
9th year of being a NAVI Junior. He's been training for this his whole life.
Yeah.
If it's 9th class, doesn't that become 81 class squared?
It does, doesn't it? Sure. He's been in school for 81 years.
There's always more to learn, you know? Always a little bit more to learn. One more thing.
Yeah, you learn while you're alive, that's it.
6 to 17, a lot of kills for NAVI Junior. They're still getting a lot of farm on this gyrocopter, to be fair. 7 Jesu is about to round the corner towards getting Chrysalis. He's gotten now the BKB, and for many, many years, you've been around the block. How many games have you seen in your life where the team that has gyrocopter is struggling up until the point he gets BKB and then they dominate the next fight?
It's very often. But one thing needs to be said is he doesn't have a crit yet, so he's gonna have it in a couple of minutes, don't get me wrong. It's not really the most expensive item, but With the BKB and Axe, he has a lot of sustainability. He's still playing into an Ancient Apparition. So that sustain, just put it 50%. It's not what it usually is. Until he gets his crit, he might not be as scary.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Did you see that win probability? It says 17% just now for Team Sexy. Guaranteed they win now. GG. Game's automatically over.
Mirage. Easy dodge. Yeah, at the moment they show that 17%, he actually survives, moves away.
The buff is coming. Sadly, there's also quite a few buffs emerging for NAVI Junior. They just got a BKB for days on his Marcy. So now he's spending more time alive in the fight, giving that sidekick over towards the Troll Warlord, I imagine. Either him or Toshi in the meantime. Just feels so strong. They're actually going to smoke up. They're going to go hunt Nefrit in the top lane. He's been very good about dodging these ganks so far in this game. Only suffered the one death. Let's see if he'll be so lucky this time around.
Yeah, I believe that in this whole 10, out of these whole 10 players, Nefrit has the most experience in Dota. It's one of those old school, not super old school, but older EU, Eastern European players.
Ooh, look at Mirage. He TPs onto the outpost very aggressively to jabait them into a fight
With the
potentially.
pause.
There was a pause from PMA. Oh no, Daze is lagging. Oh my god. What a time to be alive. So let's take stock of this fight. We have a homing missile flying out towards Riddis. There's a cooldown that's going to connect on both Toshi and Daze. And we are about to have PMA. Will they be able to burst him? I don't think PMA gets bursted just yet. He's still too tanky. So let's see how this fight goes.
They have Atos, they'll have Ancient Seal and Mystic Flare on him.
Alright, let's see. They throw all of it down. He's still alive. Will be able to survive going into the rest of the gyro spells. And look at this. Clockwork opening up space by breaking up the hookshot, but setting up for the AAL to land on the two with the beautiful steering chains to hold them in position. The BKB from Gyrocopter just ended before that moment. So Riddis gets the full connection. The rest of his team gets the full damage. And NAVI Junior wins the full fight. 4 for 1 in that fight, and it is perfect for them.
Yeah, I think one problem for Team Sexy is that everything was used a little bit too early and the big spells were used on Wenge. She doesn't have 2 lives, she has 4 lives if you have buyback. She died once, then she got the Spirit, right? And then as Spirit was about to die, he buybacks, so he's pretty much buying back in the spot where the Spirit is, rejoins the fight. Really nicely done by Navi, kinda clean to be honest. It looked like they had a much higher advantage in that fight.
Also, in retrospect, Clockwork, very bad luck for him. He finds 2 hero power cogs, but it's Marcy and Ember Spirit, the 2 heroes that don't care about cogs. They just escape almost immediately. And they just close in on the gyro, close in on Void Spirit. Man, game is very hard right now.
Yeah, it looks like they might be smoking here. They have that crit to work with on gyro. Basically what they're thinking is the Trosh is respawning. They don't want to let it go for free again.
Yeah. Big man's only up in 90 seconds, and it's a troll that's gonna break the smoke. Got the juice. He opens it up. He does get Atos and Mystic Flare for his troubles, but the swap back will be there for his safety. And now they want to re-engage. They miss with the rebound, and there will be a primal roll onto Daze. Daze ends up dead to the flat cannon homing missile and the cooldown damage. Now Gyrocopter gets swapped into the fight, but he still has BKB ready to go. They've already killed the first illusion, or the first life rather. The illusion should
got the juice.
We see now got the juice. He's realizing that he's going to be out of protection and forced back onto the high ground here. Toshi also has his BKB expire on the left side of the fight. So they're going to have to back off on NAVI Junior, as it is 2 for 1. Toshi, nice little dodge there on the homing missile. Will still cop an Ancient Seal, but they don't really have tools to catch him here. So he should be fine for now. Mirage, though, chooses to keep the chase going. Has Aether Remnant up in a moment, misses it, though. Toshi doesn't have a safety remnant to jump to. That's very close by just yet. We'll still get Atos. The silencer's out onto him. They really want this kill, and Lizard, they are gonna find it. Bringing down this Ember Spirit, getting some revenge for their squad, and now keeping themselves in contention to find this Roshan when he does eventually respawn.
Really nicely done. Nice play from them. And this Ember, he just could never use the remnant that he left behind, as there was an Aether remnant on top of that remnant waiting for him just in case he goes back. Plus the Beastmaster was around. Yeah, luckily for Navi, Roche isn't respawning just yet. It is respawning right now. But let's see if Team Sexy actually scouts it. They do. They have a boar inside the pit.
It's quite a long time without Ember. 25 seconds. He does not have buyback. They have level 4 in a Beast Aura. They've got Gyrocopter damage. They've got a Medallion, or it's a full Solar Crest actually for 9 class. So this Roche definitely going to get taken away.
It still feels like Team Sexy, they just needed that one cohesive fight where everyone is kind of on the same page of how it should happen and how it should go. And they instantly lower the lead. They're not in full control by any stretch, but the game is much, much easier for them now. They don't have to worry about Gyrocopter just dying to Frost Blast.
Yeah. 2.7k HP, very, very tanky. Down bottom though, NAVI Junior making sure they still get something out of this map, taking away half the HP on the tier 3 tower. Fell very low very quickly, so Team Sexy will have to make sure they keep these waves pushed out so something like that does not happen again.
Some good thing that NAVI Junior was doing is while Roche was being taken, they made sure all the lanes are out pushed, so they can force them back like that. Like strategically, they're still playing the game really damn well. The execution of that last fight wasn't really on point.
How do things look if we extend the duration of this game, like into the late game? Who has the advantage then?
I still feel it might be a bit better for Navi, but I'm not 100% sure. Like you have this troll who's eventually going to be able to get on top of Gyro. You have Venge that's gonna scale. Even this Marcy will be scaling, and no matter how big you become, Ancient Apparition is always a problem.
They've got a very nice scan out onto the NAVI Junior heroes, so Team Sexy know exactly what's up. They use this Gyrocopter to break any potential smokes, knowing that he's practically immortal. But also in doing so, it sadly scares NAVI Junior away. They realize that the enemy team knows where they are, they don't want to take this fight. And that'll deny Team Sexy an opportunity to make a jump.
Yeah, the Gyro with 3 more minutes of age is probably the easiest one to break smokes with. He now has a Silver Edge completed too. A ton of damage will be dished out by him. Is there any
Silver Edge relative to getting just straight Daedalus this game?
I think straight Daedalus would have been fine too. There's a couple of passives that you can deal with on Navi Junior's side, so looking at it from that perspective, Silver Edge is also okay. And I see more and more players just go for Silver Edge. You know what, like, I feel that Silver Edge right now is picked up the most on Gyro when he's playing into PA, and he's playing into PA a lot. And then players just get used to the item and they go for it regardless.
That happens so often in Dota, honestly. You get used to a particular itemization route and you're like, meh, whatever. That's how.
Yeah, it truly does happen very often. It's like you see one single item, you kinda like it, you wanna go for it because it's good in the current patch or versus a current hero that's played a lot, and then you just continue picking it no matter what. Continue building the item that is.
Alright, let's check this out, fam. I have this feeling that if they lose the next fight for NAVI Junior, the game is just done. I have this weird feeling, man. I think we're getting to that critical point where Gyro just can't just fully take over the game. If they can still kill him in the next fight, then it's a different story, but if he survives the next engagement,
got the juice.
Troll gets jumped on, got the juice. Don't have enough damage to kill him off just yet. He has a bit too much juice at the moment, but his Satanic is only able to right-click onto one target, so that means they have to back. They have to probably forfeit the tier 2, but they're gonna smoke back here, Liz. They're looking for a wraparound. I don't know about this engagement. All of Team Sexy are beautifully positioned on the high ground right now.
Yeah, let's see. He's about to be the menace, walking uphill.
Smokes will be broken. They're gonna jump. They will find some of these heroes first. Ninth Loss about to die, and he's the first casualty of this fight. Gyrocopter in the meantime, able to close the gap onto got the juice Troll, but got the juice, gets off the battle trance, and with the help of the Ice Blast is able to eviscerate these Radiant heroes. They're going holding onto the Beastmaster. They kill him off. We see that Zetsu finally comes back, but he doesn't have BKB, doesn't have any allies, and now he doesn't have any health. He's killed off, leaving Mirage to fend for himself. Mirage, at the very least, does have tools to escape here. One more dissimulate, has a moment until he gets another Astral Step, but he gets bashed by Got the Juice. Eventually, the Astral Step does get him out of trouble.
Yeah. He still has cheese, he has Vessel. They're probably not gonna catch him. This man drank his juice and he was a menace in that last fight. So what are your predictions now, Snare? They lost the fight convincingly. Is it anyone's game now, or is it NAVI Juniors completely?
NAVI Junior, if they have one more fight like that, the game is auto.
Okay, I see. No, the fight looked really good for me for Team Sexy. That is, Gyro was kind of in a decent position. He was on high ground, just flat cannoning everything. He had that Aegis for 15 more seconds. I feel that the supports on the side of Team Sexy just didn't do too much in this last fight, unfortunately for them. But that's the life of a Skyrat, right? Like, eventually you're just this... If you don't have any mobility, you're gonna use all your spells and then just die in a single... as collateral damage, basically.
Yeah. Sadly, he couldn't even get off any spells, right? He was the first person dead in that fight.
Yeah.
And that just... Not only was he the first one dead, the magic missile bounced from him onto Clockwork. So the person who's supposed to counter-initiate was delayed by a second and a half.
Yep.
The person who's supposed to drop the magic damage dies immediately. So, honestly, I'm surprised that Team Sexy got anything out of that fight. It's just because of how strong this gyrocopter is that they got even a single kill, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the hookshot in the end was decentish. It did break Troll's BKB for a bit. Like, he kept him controlled, so... Overall, wasn't that bad. It looks like they might lose their Tormentor, though. Let's see.
Yep. The tier 2, but no, NAVI Junior is going for a tier 3. They couldn't care less about the Aghanim shot. This is sidekick damage. Are they gonna get this? They really want to. But they get the Mystic Flare out onto the Troll, but only at half HP. Still fine for now.
Yeah, he's got that Satanic. They don't even bother swapping him any longer. Like, Mystic Flare just isn't doing quite a lot to him. They have Glimmer Cape as well to help out. That push on the high ground was really smart because it forces Navi to go back completely. They forfeit map control. They need to just kind of stand in the base and poke the Troll until he's forced to go back.
The whole full retreat from Team Sexy. They are now waiting for the next Roche to determine where they can play on the map.
Look at this. I love that the juniors know the basics, like standing on the triangle, creep skipping mid and top, and not allowing Team Sexy to get anything. Like, they know we have a solid advantage, but we don't have to really push it. We don't have to maybe throw the game by going ham, but it looks like they will go ham now.
I mean, the tier 3 is almost dead, right? They are about to pick it up, but before they do, Got the Juice did get brought in by the Aether Remnant. Sadly, it's not enough, and they get the tier 3 tower. 7 Jesu did just pick up a butterfly right before this fight broke out, so this hero, if he's allowed to sit there and hit you, he can be very, very strong. There's no MKBs on the enemy team, there's no Revenant's brooches, so you get the full evasion no matter what right now.
Yeah, they're smoking up. Troll and Marcy will break it.
They do indeed. BKB popped by the Marcy so she can jump back in. They find 9 class and they should be able to kill off the Skyrat mate. There's a call down from 7 Jesu with his BKB going, but he gets bashed up. There will be a primal roll though that goes on to Got the Juice, but it's not enough damage to kill him during that stun duration. Gets off the Battletron, turns onto Gyro, kills him off. They've also removed the Beastmaster from the fray as well. NAVI Junior, they do lose 3 in the process. There's still an unimaginable amount of damage coming from this gyrocopter. 8.5k from him.
It's insane.
And him alone pretty much makes sure that NAVI can't push the high ground.
Yeah, you just don't see any damage. Like, next to his bar, there's nothing. Even the Void Spirit dealt just a fraction of what Gyro did. Like, if you're Team Sexy, just make sure that your Gyro is protected. That's all you gotta do. But it's much easier said than done, as everyone goes on top of him. The Marcy, the Vengeful, there's so much mobility. Even the Troll is building towards the Swift Link. And the heroes that are supposed to protect him or maybe use their items on him die way too fast. Skybrat again died without using anything. He bought back instantly, but...
You can buy back all you want, but if you don't have like some blink, some force stuff, actually getting to the fight is practically impossible. And now they're going to try and force through this lane of racks. There's no buyback on the Gyrocopter. They don't know that, but the opportunity will still avail itself. They get the lane of racks on the top side of the map. Roshan will be respawning very shortly. He's going to be on Dire side as well. So if they stick the course, yeah, and they have an idea, AA is TPing to the outpost, they should be able to find this Roshan very shortly.
Straight up, Ancient Apparition Ridis. Okay, will he go away? He's got that Ice Vortex at least in the pit, but Clock will be the first one that scouts it out.
They ping it out now though. They know what's up, they're prepared. They also know that the fight is coming though from Team Sexy, so if Team Sexy lose this fight, might as well call GG, because then the game is just over.
Yeah, pretty much.
How they approach.
This is that fight. This is that fight, they're smoked in.
Uh-oh, they're all in a choke point here, Lizard. They find Nefrit first and foremost. Do they have the way to kill him before the fight really gets going? Seven Jesu, he's swapped into the middle of all the Navi heroes. Ice Blast catches him, but a beautiful hook shot with the power cogs opens up space for him to escape. Beastmaster won't be so lucky though, as he ends up dead on the left side of the fight. Still though, NAVI Junior will sacrifice Daze's life to make that happen. Buy back immediately on the Marcy, and so do the Team Sexy heroes. We still have a 10v10 fight.
Yeah, Daze, he just pops his ulti, pops the BKB, blinks on top of Beastmaster. He's got some personal beef with him. He wants to eliminate the Beast as fast as possible. Gyro this time around at least survives, which was massive, but it did force him to leave the fight, and it gave enough time for Age Senshis to be picked up. 9 class?
Coming back for this though, 9 class he bought back, so he can't afford to die once more. They will be able to catch him with the rebound, but there's the Void Spirit going directly onto Daze, forcing a dieback out of the Marcy. But they got the freeze, they got 7 Jesu, they've killed him off. He does have buyback, but he can't come back into this fight right now. Mirage gonna try and escape, Dissimulate will dodge the magic missile, and he Astro steps before the swap can come in. He should be A-okay here.
There's a swap.
Everything. Okay, he's fine. Too far away right now.
Yeah, I love how Vengeful tried to swap him like 2-3 times in that chase. Couldn't get on top of him. And Dish, the Apparition truly is like, obviously he's just an AA. He's just using Frost Blast, Ice Blast that is, right? But that's the reason why it's so easy for them to take down the Gyro in every single fight. Ice Blasts were on point, they always connect on Gyro. He can't not just stand there and pew. And so far in every game that I've seen Gyro win, he was enabled to do exactly that.
Yeah. PMA getting the stun out, it bounces forward. They got back 9 class as well. This should be a quick, easy kill, and it's a dieback on the Skywrath Mage. Tier 3 tower is gonna fall right now. The lane of racks is in jeopardy with 2 Siege Dragons and a Troll Warlord beating on these buildings. There's absolutely no way they keep either of them alive. And they're gonna go for the jugular. They're going for more. They want the full megas. Still have this Vengeance Aura. We still have Troll with an Aegis. We get a swap back. Actually, PMA trying to force the fight to happen, but they do manage to keep Nefrit alive. So a little bit overzealous right now from PMA. At the same time, till the end, able to find a
Gyro buybacks.
Got the juice. 7 Jesu buys back. He really wants to try and pursue this fight. He goes in with the BKB. They kill off PMA. That's gonna be a dieback onto
the swap.
But he swaps back the Gyrocopter just as the BKB is about to end. They're keeping him right in front of the Troll. And the Troll and Ember Spirit will kill him off. That's a dieback on Gyrocopter. Mirage is gonna die as well to Toshi. And that's going to be the game. GG, well played, is called. Team Sexy throw in the towel. And NAVI get themselves the W in game 1.
That's your GG, they call it. Whoa, a nice game overall.